Don Rumsfeld, except he didn't know he had a question about it.
Oh, man, look.
Until they hit him with it.
I as a general rule, I don't watch the Greta Van Sustrans, however you say it. I don't watch Greta. Not a fan. I don't care if she does work for Fox News. I usually don't watch. But when I saw this clip, I had to listen. I had to watch just that much of it anyway. She's talking. They're talking about Syria, and she mentions Obama and his red line and how he says he didn't say anything about a red line. Just listen to Rummy's reaction to this. This is priceless. Or if I can get this thing to, there we go.
What's the best strategy in light of the position we're in? We have the president saying that there is a red line. He says he didn't draw it. It's drawn by the international community. You've got a Congress.
He did draw it.
I'm telling you what he said.
You're kidding. I didn't see that.
He is saying that it's one that's drawn by the international community, by international standards, by Congress, by the American people.
This president has tried to find a way to blame everybody or anybody for everything. And leadership requires that you stand up, take a position, provide clarity, and take responsibility. And I can't imagine him saying that he didn't draw the red line. But he did draw the red line.
In light
we have ears.
I'm sorry. We have ears. Even Rummy's like, wait, what? But he did. He did. I bet Donald Rumsfeld's even got the audio of that.
Apparently, he hadn't heard that before. I mean, he's a busy guy. He's having fun right now with his life. Now that he's
right.
Not in the public eye so much anymore. He's doing his own thing, relaxing and chilling. And Greta hit him up with that, and you could tell the look on. He's like, what?
Wait, he said what?
I mean, the thing is, that was the reaction all around the country.
Well, yeah.
But
the same reaction when he said, it's not my credibility on the line. It's Congress's credibility on the line. It's the international community's credibility on the line. And I didn't say anything about a line. Oh, Barry.
The emperor truly is butt naked.
In listening to Rush today, now Rush, I think Rush is he's on to something here. This is there's something. Rush said pathic. There's some sort of pathic. I don't know what the word is, but a disorder. Some sort of pathic disorder here, to where he, like psychopathic. The president, it's almost like he doesn't want this job. He doesn't like being president very much because he cannot accept responsibility for anything. I mean, like Rummy said, he spent his entire presidency blaming everyone else for his decisions.
Yeah, see, he can't blame Bush for this.
Oh, I bet you he can blame Bush for this.
Well, I mean, the thing is he's blaming us. When he says...
Me and you?
Me, you,
honest answer?
Me, you, and every other voter. Because he's trying to pin the blame on Congress. They're our directly elected representatives.
Oh.
So when he's blaming Congress for this kind of thing, what he's saying is, we messed up.
We shouldn't have voted them in. That's it. Well, now I'll agree with him on that if that's what he's saying, because there's a lot of them that they shouldn't have been voted.
But, he is ducking responsibility for everything. All he wanted to do, I think, when he started running for president, all he wanted to do is a simple thing. He just wanted to control every facet of your life and my life and every other, person here in the United States. That was all he wanted.
Well, no, he also wanted to fundamentally transform the United States of America.
And he was going to do that by getting control of every facet of our lives. That which is not mandatory is prohibited.
Ooh,
I mean,
that sounds familiar.
That keeps coming. I guarantee you that's probably the last thought that goes through his head every night before he lays down to sleep.
Now, wait. We had some audio last week about what he thinks about when he wakes up and what he thinks about when he goes to sleep.
Ah, yes, but the other thing is he lies.
Well, there is that. There is that. I saw something on Facebook today, and I know Facebook, I'm sorry, but talk about irony and him wanting to duck and dodge. He says, we're sending assault weapons to the rebels in Syria so that they can confront a regime that does not represent them. And not too long ago, he said, there's no reason why any Americans should own assault weapons. So he's perfectly willing to let Al-Qaeda own assault weapons or let some Syrians, try to take back their country and keep, to stamp down tyranny with those assault weapons. But Americans, no, y'all, you don't need to stamp down any tyranny, particularly mine. I just think it's a little ironic. It's okay for them to have things like this. It's not okay for us.
Look, it's more than a little bit ironic. Look, he sent weapons to Libyans, for the same purpose, to take control of their country back. But at the same time, he and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid, they wanted to take ours.
Oh, God, I saw something today where Nancy Pelosi said Barack Obama was one tough hombre. He's a tough hombre, Casey.
Man, does she drink too much?
I don't think she drinks enough. I think she's already, I don't know. Maybe she's drank so much she's done come back, come out the other side. I don't know. There's something bad wrong. I'll tell you something that I did see today that was kind of funny. You remember we was playing a clip, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, an AP reporter, Mike Lee.
Oh, yes, yes.
And when he was talking to the little State Department spokeswoman.
Jen Psaki.
Boy, she's a piece of work.
Psaki. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah, something like that. I'm starting to really like this guy. Because
and he's an AP reporter.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily what you would call a hotbed of conservatism over there.
No, I thought AP stood for Always Progressive.
You know what? I think this guy, you know what I think he is?
Fired?
Well, possibly. But I think that we may have found that rarest of species in the United States. Yeah, a journalist.
An objective journalist?
Or, something. Because he's been calling them. He's been calling the State Department on all their crap.
Well, he's kind of calling out the White House on this one, because you
got some more sound.
Oh, I do. Nancy talking about Obama being one tough hombre. Well, I don't know if he's a tough hombre or not, but he's got tough hombres working for him, like John Kerry.
Oh God. John Nuance Kerry.
Oh, yeah. Now, I don't even have to get into Kerry's resume, but just listen to this little sound bite of the questions that he's hammering. He is hammering Psaki with.
And so what I don't understand, though, is how he is comfortable with the president's decision. I understand the president is the commander-in-chief and that everyone is going to get on board with whatever he decides, but I don't understand why he is so full-throatedly in favor of this. He, over the weekend, said the president was acting courageously by taking this to Congress, and I don't understand what is courageous about asking permission for something that you say you don't need and to do what you believe to be the right thing, not just morally, but in general. Can you explain why this is a courageous move and why the Secretary would call it a courageous move?
Certainly let me first say, of course, the Secretary does feel how he did on Friday, how he did on Sunday, that targeted intervention is absolutely the right step, and he does support the President's decision to bring this to Congress. And
was there some kind of group spine removal procedure at the White House over the weekend? I don't understand. How is this courageous?
Well, Matt, obviously the president has the authority to act without the cooperation of Congress. But the president and the secretary strongly agreed that when the administration and the people's representatives stand together, that strengthens our case and makes our case even stronger internationally.
So where's the courage?
Can we talk a little bit of history here?
Very little. We got 5 minutes.
Okay, just a quick little bit of history. When Reagan launched the invasion of Grenada,
Right.
did he go to Congress first?
I don't think so.
So, okay, now that was courageous. That's saying, okay, this is the right thing to do. We're going to do it. We'll patch it up with Congress later. Because the president actually does have the authority to do limited strikes.
Right.
And then informing Congress about
Right,
it. I think he's
right.
got like 12 hours.
Right.
All right. When George H.W. Bush launched the invasion of Panama.
Didn't go to Congress there.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Now, you and I are not particular fans of basically anybody with the name Bush.
Well.
But now, that took some courage. That's political courage right there to say, you know, this is the right thing to do. I'm making the judgment call. We're going to do this, and, you know, Congress can, you know, get over it. They'll
They
get,
can deal
you
with
know.
it later, yeah.
So where I'm with Mike Lee.
Where's the courage?
Yeah, where's the courage in saying I'm going to do this? Okay, some other people don't want to, so I tell you what, I'm going to go Mother May I Congress.
God, you people are getting on my nerves with all this. You know, you got to talk to the people about things. Fine. I'll talk to Congress about it. But if I don't like what they say, I'm going to do this anyway. That's essentially what we're getting from the Obama camp.
Yeah, you know.
I don't see the courage, and I see a lot of stupidity. That's what I see. I'm with Charles Krauthammer on this one. I can't believe I just said that I'm with Krauthammer on really a whole lot, but this is amateur hour. And,
Yeah.
and when you're talking about potentially dragging your country into a war that it does not want.
And with other countries like, Russia.
Oh, but
sitting
hey,
back
look,
and
it's
saying,
okay. It's okay because the Arab nations, according to Kerry, the Arab nations are going to foot the bill. If we'll just go in there and sacrifice our military and our soldiers and our blood, well, they'll pay for it. They'll pay for the whole thing, according to Kerry. Now, I hadn't heard any of these. You know, I watch the news a lot. I hadn't seen not one leader, not anybody from Qatar, nor from Saudi Arabia. I haven't seen any of the Turks talking about it. I just really haven't seen any of these Arab nations saying that they're ready to pay for this thing.
Well, they may be saying it privately. The thing is, when he starts talking about, there won't be boots on the ground, that doesn't mean that he's not putting our military personnel at risk. See, the man really doesn't understand what happens when the United States uses force. He really just doesn't get it.
And when he does see the United States using force, he has a long history of calling it a war crime or an atrocity.
And when Vladimir Putin is saying, hey, y'all do strikes, I'm going to sink your aircraft carriers.
Mm-hmm.
What, our crews aren't at risk? Our sailors aren't put at risk?
Yeah.
With that kind of behavior?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't put our, that's what war is. That's what the military does. They go into harm's way. But is this, we can still have this debate about, is this necessary? Is this going to serve American interest?
The answer to that is no. But the other answer is, man, we got to get out of here. We have reached the end of our rainbow already.
Already?
Yeah,
No, man, we just
ain't
started the show 5 minutes ago.
We don't even have time to go through our usual sponsor brief here. So just let me go ahead and throw these out here. Be sure to go to our website and check out baconfreak.com. Check out myfoodstorage.com.
Take
LifeLock.
out LifeLock, V2 Cigs, Jelly Belly,
And
Telly Belly.
don't forget to go to honestanswerradio.com, man. Check up on the news of the day. Check up on how check up on our take of things. So,
And don't forget, check out goingbeyondradio.com.
I was just fitting to get there. Don't forget that you're not just going to be able